Good evening, everyone. In today's video, we are gonna take a revisited look at kind of like the spawn rate of new servers, as well as we're gonna go over the matchmaking or like kind of season formation of servers in Frostborn or the Kingdom vs Kingdom event. But yeah, if we start out with the the server birth, the reason I want to talk about this is that we are back to the usual 7 days in between servers, as you can see here. So 258 opened 1 day ago, and since then it was 7 days before that server 257 opened. Before that, another week, and we've seen that consistently throughout the game. However, about I believe it's like 5 months ago, and I was really focused on this because I was creating my Jumper account during this time. We saw an increased time in between server births, which was 2 weeks suddenly. So if we take a look at the kind of server cluster that I am in here, for instance, I started my account on server 245, which was the first server to kind of have this like sudden 2 weeks window between each new server opened. So if you see that the server 245 is 155 days old, and before that it was actually 2 weeks ago since 244 opened, and we saw this continue. So 246, there's an additional 2 weeks in between that, 247, and we just saw this continue up until I believe it was server 253. Yeah, so up until server 253 here, we actually had like a bit of a weird window. So you can see there's even 11 days in between 253 and 252 here. So yeah, that's where we saw this kind of sudden change, and now it has been 29 days and again 46 days in between here, so this was even longer. So there has been like this kind of new rotation, and it seems like it's opening up now whenever a server is kind of full. At least it did for a certain time, and then going back to consistently being on a kind of like weekly basis a new server opens up. So we did have some sort of distortion in the server birth rates, but now it has stabilized, I must say that. However, this is gonna affect, and this is why we're gonna talk about the matchmaking of the Kingdom vs Kingdom groups, because obviously this will affect how these groups are gonna be grouped. So you can see in Season 2 currently, servers 233 through 240 have been waiting for quite a while in the preparation zone. So long that we, who are in the current Season 1, like, there is a chance that in 2 weeks, approximately, we will be finishing up our Season 1. That we will actually be grouped in with these guys, and then the matchmaking will mix us up into 2 different groups. So this is what we've seen previously in Season 3 and Season 2 happening, that in here you would start having servers being mixed up, pretty much what you also see in Conquest happening, that it kind of shuffles the cards in a sense. But there was an update, and it kind of got the top line text here got changed from 16 to now 8 worlds. So Season 1 as well as Season 2 would be the same server groups playing together. But I am a bit questioning if this will actually stay true, and maybe we are gonna see us rotating in with these guys. And that's, yeah, you can have different opinions on that, because if you take a server like 233, it's 246 days old versus a server like, say, 248 here, it's only 113 days old. There's almost like it's half a year of age in between, and then moreover their chaos removal maxed out on 233, so that's going to be quite interesting to see, because meanwhile servers in Season 3 were supposed to still get grouped in 32 worlds, but we saw this group actually starting just by itself. So yeah, these servers have throughout Season 1, Season 2, as well as Season 3 been playing together in the KvK or Frostborn. So it might show, and that's my theory, that this is just gonna continue. That this Season 2 group is gonna play together again in KvK, gonna move into Season 3, gonna play together again in Season 3, and the same for our group here. That we are also gonna just stay within the same group. But yeah, only time will tell, and we will probably see at least in 2 weeks, once we are finishing up here, we will move into Season 2. We will see if we get mixed up in the matchmaking zone here, shuffling the cards, or we will see sooner if these guys start ahead of time. But yeah, that was actually just this chat, guys. Let's see what's gonna happen here in the season formations. So yeah, like and subscribe. See you around, guys. Bye bye.